Hi everyone, it's Jeff here from Avada. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at how to make custom registration and login forms with Avada Forms. By the end of this video you'll understand how you can create your own custom registration and other forms and have them mapped to WordPress or WooCommerce actions. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all new Avada videos. Alright, let's jump in. With Avada 7.14.1, the possibility of easily making your own registration, login, lost password, and reset password forms was added into Avada. And with Avada 7.15.4, you can now also map your forms to WooCommerce flows. It all starts in Avada Forms. Let's have a look. I've got a registration form here with several form field elements in it. As you can see, there is one for a username, one for an email address, one for a password, and a first and last name field. There's also a submit button element and a notice element. This is not the usual WordPress approach for a registration form, as it just has you set a username and an email address. It then auto creates a password, and first and last name can then be set in the user meta on the profile page. We just offer this all at once if you want that. To get this to work with the WordPress registration system, we have to map these fields to the corresponding WordPress user fields. So to do this, we go to Form Options, Submissions, and to Actions. Here you can see we can add 4 actions corresponding to the 4 forms I mentioned at the start. Let's choose Register for this one. So now I need to edit the action to set it up. It starts with the form field mapping. As it says in the description, here you map fields from the form to the WordPress registration fields. There's also a note about how to customize the emails sent to admin and the new user. Okay, so we can see here that there are 5 registration fields to map, and these correspond to the form fields I have in my form. It's not at all mandatory to use all of these, just the ones you want in your form. As I'm using all 5, I will map all 5. I will select Choose Username for the username field, Email Address for the email field, Create New Password for the password field, and so on. It's critical that these fields are mapped correctly for this feature to work. Under this is an option added in Avada 7.15.4, which allows you to also connect your form to the WooCommerce flows. As the description says here, if WooCommerce is active, this creates the user via WC Create New Customer, so WooCommerce created customer fires, and the WooCommerce branded welcome mail is sent. The user role is forced to customer, and WordPress new user notification is skipped. The next option is User Role, where you get to choose the user role for the new user. This can be any of the user roles in your system, other than administrator. If you have turned the WooCommerce registration option on, this option of course won't be available. Password minimum length is next, and here you can set a minimum length for the password. 6 is the default, and let's say that's fine here. On the other hand, if the password is going to be auto-created, so not set in the form, then the minimum password length should be at least 12. That's because WordPress auto-created passwords must be 12 characters or longer, and since it is auto, we want to make sure it's secure. Auto-create username is next, and as this says here, if this is set to yes and no username is specified in the form, the username will be auto-created based on the given email address. As I have a username field, I will leave this on no. Encrypt password comes next, and if this is set to yes, the password will be encrypted in any other form data transmission, like saving to database or a notification email. Here I will set this to yes. Auto create password is the next option, and if set to yes and no password is specified in the form, the password will be auto created with respect to the minimum length option. As mentioned above, if you are going to auto create the password, make sure the minimum length is at least 12. But for me, I will leave this on no as I have a create password field in my form. Login user is the next option, and this just logs the user in after successful registration. I will set that to yes as well. Send WordPress notification is the penultimate option, and this is set to yes by default, and I will leave it at that. Again, if you choose the WooCommerce registration option, this option won't be available. Finally is a display notices option. This displays additional internal notices to the notice element if they are required. Again, I will set this to yes. Okay, now I have a fully mapped registration form. So now to use this, I just need to add the form to a page or an Off-Canvas or wherever you like. It's exactly the same with the other forms. Let's look at the login one. The login submission action here has only 3 fields to map, a login name, a password, and a Remember Me field, which keeps you logged in for 2 weeks. I have those 3 fields in my form, and I have mapped them to the WordPress login fields. Again, there is an option to integrate with WooCommerce with the Use WooCommerce Login option. In the description, it again explains exactly what happens if you enable this. The next option is WP Redirect To. As it says here, set this to yes if you want to use the WordPress Redirect To feature to take the logged in user back to the protected page that was initially visited. Let me explain this option a bit further. It doesn't create a redirect, it only respects the redirect to mechanism if it already exists. A simple explanation of how that works. Let's say a logged out user tries to access a protected page. For example, a page restricted by is user logged in checks, WP login required, membership/role restrictions, password protected content, or plugins that call auth redirect. In those cases, WordPress intercepts the request and sends the user to the original page. That redirect to value is stored and passed through the login process, and so after successful login, WordPress redirects the user back to the original URL. So if the user navigates directly to your custom login page, or you link them to it manually, or you show a login form via Avada without WordPress forcing login, then no redirect to parameter exists. There is nothing for Avada to use, and therefore no redirect happens. This is expected behavior. So if you want to redirect in those instances, you can set one manually in the Form Options Confirmation tab. Okay, let's come back to the action options. There is a redirect after option set in milliseconds, and then there are the encrypt password and display notices options we saw previously. Now let's look at the lost passwords action. This one only has one field to map and 2 options, so it's pretty simple. It's just a username or email address field, and again you can use WooCommerce lost password, and you can display additional internal notices through the notices element. The last action is reset password. Again, this has only one field to map, the new password. There's also an encrypt password option, a use WooCommerce reset password option, and a display notices option. Now, as this reset password form is only accessed from a link in an email when you fill out the lost password form, it makes sense for this to be only used in conjunction with the Auth Pages feature, which we will look at in a bit, and we also have a separate video on. That's because if the page this form is added to is not set as an auth page, then the link in the email would redirect you to the default WordPress reset password form, and this form would not be used. Okay, so let's recap. To make custom registration, login, lost password, and reset password pages, you need to first make a form for each one and map the form field elements in the forms to the corresponding WordPress fields. Then you simply add that form to a page or off-canvas, etc., and your users can have at it. The optional extra is with the Auth Pages global options. For full details, see the How to Use Auth Pages in Avada documentation and video. But in short, with these you can completely replace the default WordPress registration and login workflow with one of your own. So you could use the login form on the standard WordPress login and replace any other part of the workflow with your own forms. Okay, let's just look at a few examples here. I have a login form added to an off-canvas here on the online school Prebuilt, and in the menu below there are links to the register page and the lost password page. And here I have a login link in the vegan store e-commerce Prebuilt. So you can use these in any way you would normally use login and registration pages, etc. Only now you have full control over the styling, and they can be easily integrated into any of your Avada content. How's that? And that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Avada tutorials and deep dives. And if you have any questions or need help, feel free to create a support ticket. Our team is always ready to help. As always, thank you for choosing Avada.